and welcome to day 23 of Vlogmas. You will see that you have joined me in a slightly different location from usual. This is brought to you by the magic of seasonal technology as well as seasonal attire, for you will have spotted that I am enjoying my stag head sweater, a sweater that is not just for Christmas but can indeed be seasonally upgraded, as you see. As we're coming towards the end of Vlogmas, I felt the time was ripe to share with you a little something that I created a few years ago. So my lovely ongoing knit group, we have a Christmas festive get together where we enjoy a Christmas swap, and a couple of years back I had put together something for them to enjoy, shared it with them, and since then I've been receiving a couple of requests to perhaps share it a little more widely, and I felt that with Vlogmas the timing was perfect to bring it to all of you as well. Those of you who join me over on the regular podcast will know that things are wont to get a little sweary from time to time, and this is very much no exception. Indeed, it raises the bar a little. So for those of you for whom perhaps cursing, swearing just isn't your thing, this probably isn't going to be one for you, unfortunately. But for those of you who are well versed in it by now, by all means, I hope you enjoy. And so with that, I invite you to pour yourself a beverage of your choice, grab your latest project and sit back to enjoy a festive, knitterly retelling of an old classic, The Night Before Stitchmas. 'Twas the night before Stitchmas, and there in the chair sat a panicking knitter with no time to spare. The stockings were hung by the sink, dripping wet. She'd blocked them that morning and they hadn't dried yet. The kids had retreated to bedrooms at last, with the threat of no presents and a Santa bypass. The husband shirked nervously back in his seat. Each click of her needles caused mounting retreat. The gift in her lap was the 10th of the season. 12's fine if I start in September, she'd reasoned. The room's tension crackled along with the fire. Even the cat had begun to perspire. When out on the patio came such a great blow as to startle the knitter and stop her mid-row. The husband leapt up to find the cause of the racket and knocked the Maltesers all out of their packet. Outside, all was still. But then on the roof came the clattering sound of runners and hoof. The pair were alert as more silence descended, till with one crashing thump their night was upended. There in the hearth sat a jolly Saint Nick. He'd arrived in a haze of ash, dust and brick. A shriek from the husband and a loud shit from her. Nick's sudden appearance had caused quite a stir. None had expected this festive tableau. Two faces bewildered, the other aglow. Buggering bollocks! Oh, goddamming piss it, for fuck's fucking sake, you bastarding dipshit! Look what you've done, you son of a bitch! You've just made me drop a twatting great stitch! A long pause, then a chuckle, though it sounded uneasy. It wasn't mince pies that were making Nick queasy. He turned to the place where the stockings should be, and with barely a pause turned round to the tree. His present delivery was surprisingly sprightly. He'd sensed the mood and was wont to tread lightly. His job almost done, he turned to the chair, twinkling eyes catching sight of the whips that lay there. "How lovely," he said, admiring a hat. "My Nan crocheted things that looked just like that." He knew it was wrong once he'd said it, and squirmed and backed slowly away as her countenance turned. "What did you call it?" Her tone remained flat. "Get out of this house, you fat, bearded twat!" He sprang toward the chimney and grabbed at his nose. Her insults swirled round him as upwards he rose. Footsteps haphazard, he sprang to the sleigh. The reindeer were primed to bolt up and away. But they heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Stitchmas to all," and "Jesus Christ, that bitch is crazy!" Merry Christmas.